Welcome back, Toca 2 fans who, for some reason, are watching this Blundering series, where it's me, Nick, going through the championship to see if I can, well, complete it or even win. So it's rounds 9 and 10 from Oulton Park, a track based in Cheshire in England, in a village called Little Budworth. Now, this race is quickly developing into a challenge between me and Anthony Reid.
So the action continues here at Oulton Park. A particularly tight little circuit which should make for some great racing.
Yes, this is a very tight circuit, Tiff.
Today, absolutely perfect racing conditions.
Good. Now, the last race was at Brands Hatch. We had the featured race. Was an absolute disaster.
High-octane,
got really caught out with the weather, so hopefully we do a bit better here. Right, let's just concentrate here. But this track is very twisty, it's very tight, so it makes overtaking very treacherous. As you know, I'm not akin to spinning out at any point, but this contract is a very tight bend here. That was okay, could have been better, it was safe. We can pretty much throw it through here. Whoops, that was awful, but got away with it. Pole position would be nice, but I think we might have fluffed it already. Come on. Now, very easy to spin the car around here. That wasn't brilliant, but safe again. Now, at the end of this straight is a very tight right. There we go. Yeah, quite easy to go off into the gravel there and waste a lot of time. So it's a relatively short lap. That's not bad. I'm quite happy with that. Should put us near the front, I think.
Let's take a look at the starting grid.
Let's have a look.
Race.
Second.
So at the end of the
right, we're ahead of Anthony Reid, and that's all that matters. So he'll be behind us just on the grid. Now, I had a look up about Anthony Reid, this mystery man we're racing. He's a British driver, born in Glasgow, Scotland. His best ever finish in the championship was second in 1998, and this is reflecting the 1998 season, which was run by Rickard Brydell, I think. Anthony Reid also comes second in the year 2000. So although he's never won the championship, he's doing quite well on this one. I always get off to a slow start in these. So I've got Anthony Reid just behind me. There he is. So if I can just get round the first bend without getting tagged, then we're okay. But I tend to get tagged a hell of a lot. Oh, I think Reid's got tagged. Right, so this is it. The sprint race. Someone's coming on the inside. Who was that? That was Menu, my teammate. Now, those of you that are into touring cars, know all the drivers, you're wondering where Jason Plato is. He won't feature in this championship because I've stolen his car. So, let's see how we get on here. Tough luck, Jason Plato. Oh, I'm a lot quicker through there. Right, we're in the lead. Now, you can quite quickly see in this game, if you practice and practice, you're going to be able to win quite easily. But, whoops, that's not good. But, yeah, I've got such a straight line speed advantage on this. I don't have to be super quick round the corners, it's just keep it on the track. But with this track in particular, the others, well, as well, but this more so. If you drift offline and keep your foot down, you're just going to lose the car. It's going to spin into the grass. So first place will do. I think at the moment Reid's leading in the championship by about 3 or 4 points. He also drove for RAC, MG and Ford. I think he's in the Nissan at the moment in this. So let's try and win the feature race here. Could do with Anthony Reid having a bit of a stinker. Whoops, that was wide. Yeah, so just play it safe here. Each round I seem to be either good at the sprint race or the feature race and not the two together. Come on, just keep it going. Oulton Park in Cheshire. Big improvement, Toca 2 by Codemasters over the original game, although the original game was quite good. Let's keep it going. Anthony Reid, he also competed in a number of other formula, including the Le Mans 24-hour rally, where one of his teammates was Tiff Nadell, who does the intros to each race here. Right, what we're on? Lap 3 now. Fastest lap. So, yeah, I mean, we're not taking these corners perfectly, but we're doing enough to stay in the lead. I mean, staying on the track, I don't know if you ever played this game, but staying on the track is easier said than done. Whoops! Right, hit a bit of tarmac. We're still in the lead somehow. But this lens flare, you can see, there is an option to turn that off. Sometimes that gets a bit annoying. Maybe J.J. Abrams was involved before he went off to do Star Trek and put all the solar flares in that. Yeah, I mean, you could take that corner a lot quicker. That's where my opponents tend to gain on me a bit, but we got 0.62 ahead of Rickard Rydell, the eventual championship winner of this season, but I don't think he's going to win in this blundering season. We're almost halfway through, if you're wondering how many more videos there are of this. Some tracks we visit more than once. I think a case in point, let's concentrate there, a case in point is Donington. I think we visit that next. I think we got this race won, haven't we? Just keep it on the track. Whoops. Just nice and steady. We're not blasting away at any great speed. But, whoops, when the weather stays quite clement, I've got half a chance. But if you're at the back of the grid on these tracks, overtaking is absolute nightmare. You really have to pick your point. If I'm at the back of the next race, I hope I'm not, but if I am, we'll have to be a bit clever with the pit stop strategy, and hopefully that works out better than the feature race at Brands Hatch if you've watched that, where, you know, we made an early pit stop, hoping to get the undercut and overtake people by doing quick laps immediately afterwards when they pit, but then it started raining, and then we come in the next lap, and Alan Menu had come in as well, my teammate, and I couldn't get in, so we did 2 laps on the wrong tyres, and I just never caught back up again. So I think we're owed one by our team here. Right, last lap. Unless I spin off, which I'm not going to, because I'm going to go really slow around all these corners. Unless we spin off, we've got this made, so that's points. And that'll put me in the lead in the championship for round 9. And then round 10 will be immediately after this in the same video, where we do the feature race. Hopefully we get a good grid position on that, but this is pretty much done. This is the only place where we can potentially spin off, I think. That's probably the best line I've taken. Isn't that always the way in racing games? As soon as the pressure's off, you know, don't do so badly. First, we win. As long as... Where did Reed come, though? That's the important bit. Hopefully nowhere.
Let's have a look at the final
He's
race
7th.
positions. Well,
Oh, that really makes a
newcomer
difference.
Really is becoming a bit of a sprint specialist.
I am.
Another victory to his credit.
Another victory to my credit. Well, this is getting beyond blundering. I'm getting quite good at this. Anthony Reed's 7th, though. That's great. That's wonderful. Right. I'm not sure how many laps the feature race is. It all determines by how many miles. The track is. Congratulations, and there's all my fans again. Some of them clapping, others playing musical statues. But who cares? I've got the points. Reed seems to get a lot of points in pole positions. That might add up in the end. Right, round 10, feature race. Qualifying, laps 12, weather sunny, well that's good. Stay sunny.
Could happen here today.
Stay sunny. Always good
and
advice.
Drama to both the day's qualifying sessions.
Right, let's go a bit quicker this time so we can get pole. Oh my god. First corner smash up. Right, let's hope. Oh, that's a nightmare, right. I can't believe I just did that. After such a good start, I keep doing this. Shouldn't have spun there. Right, let's just concentrate. Hopefully other cars had a nightmare and we can get midway through the grid. But, you know, overtaking on this is a disaster. Right, let's be optimistic, really. Let's be optimistic. There are a couple of places to overtake on this track. Not round here. Under-braking in some of the tight corners is possible. I mean, this is a brave overtake. I don't think you can overtake there. But I'm off again. Disaster. Absolute disaster. Yeah, we haven't even beaten a minute for the lap time there. Where's that? The back? That's going to be back of the grid, I think, folks.
Of the qualifying times.
Sugar. Reed's in pole position. He gets another point.
Complete. It's another pole position.
He's trying to make up for his 7th place, I think. 10th.
Well,
that's a lot better than I thought I was going to do.
Newcomer, starting as he does from the middle of the grid.
So we got Harvey on our right as we start, ahead Muller. Don't know too much about those boys. The two Nissans are on the front of the grid.
Next round, the sunshine remains, making conditions for the feature race very much the same as they were for the sprint
Now, I'm going to have to be a bit clever with the pit stops here.
Lights as we join the start of the feature race.
Overtaking's a nightmare. Overtake's a nightmare. My starts are slow, so I'm in the worst position, really. Right, do I make an early pit stop and hope the weather stays sunny? I think that's what I might have to do. Right. How narrow is this track? Right. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well done, Nick. Bravo. You have turned into the worst driver ever. Isn't this what happened in the last race? And then I made a gamble for the pit stop and the weather changed. Well, I might have to do the gamble again and hopefully it pays off, because overtaking everyone from 16th place is just a no-goer. Right, I don't know what to say. So I've got 12 laps. Let's just try and get in the points. I mean, in the first race, we won and Anthony Reid comes 7th. So if I can somehow get into 7th, which isn't beyond the realms of possibility, need a bit of luck. If I get into 7th, then we've held the gap on probably, which is my least favourite circuit. I mean, Brands Hatch was tricky, but I find this one even trickier. Although I did win the sprint race. Only because I was in the lead and didn't have to overtake anyone. After a little bit, anyway. Right, 4 seconds to Baird. Yeah, I might be coming in, pit crew. Get ready for me. I might very well be coming in. 3.7 to Baird. It's not bad. There he is, right. So you'll see how even overtaking the back markers is going to be tricky in a minute. This is the bit where I'm much, much quicker than everyone else. This straight here. So this is my overtaking bit. But gets to here, no hope. Just keep your foot in. This straight is a bit too short to get past anyone and get back on the racing line. Right. Should I pit or should I stay out? There's your answer. I'm pitting. Someone's coming very slow in front of me. It's Baird. We're going to stay on slicks and hope the weather don't change. My windscreen's a bit smashed after that. Right, it's my flicking in and out of existence pit crew. He does look a bit wobbly this time. Gear. I think we might have overtaken Baird in the pit stop there. Check the mirror. Yeah. Right, so we've overtaken one car in the pit stop. So we're 15th, Baird's 16th. Right, now we don't want the weather to change, and it hasn't so far. Right, so now we've got to boot it round as quickly as we can and overtake as many drivers on the when they make their pit stop. That wasn't brilliant. Just boot it round. Yeah, Baird's still holding on to us here. He won't be anywhere after this straight. Yokohama! What's that? Is that a tyre manufacturer? No time to enjoy the scenery. Well, you can enjoy the scenery if you want. I can't. If I take my eyes off it, it's hard enough commentating and driving at the same time. You might have noticed every now and again I spin off. Come on. It's quite easy to be doing this and then forget to talk for a while, which I have done before. Not on any videos been uploaded. But suddenly you get absorbed into the game. Hang on a minute, I should have been commentating. Why haven't I been doing that for the last 5 minutes? Right. That's got past. Well, we're up to 13th there. So that's worked in a small way so far. I've just got to drive around like a demon now. My aim is to get into 7th place. Anything above that would be fantasy territory. I'll be well pleased with 7th. I'll hold my distance to Anthony Reid. That British driver born in Scotland. Whoops. Here we go. Radish is the next one. 26 seconds behind him, did that say? So they've obviously got to make their pit stops. How long does a pit stop last? More than 26 seconds? I hope so. Right, check 13th. Are we going to get past anyone here in the pits? No, it stayed on 13th. No, 12th. We got past 1 in the pits. So we're 2 places outside the points with 7 laps to go. Well, I think we're definitely going to get in the points, aren't we? Next up is Leslie in one of the Nissans. I think he must have pitted. Leslie's normally up the front, isn't he? I think he started in 2nd place. Right, 12th. Come on. Just nice and safe. No accidents, please. No accidents. So that's 6 seconds to Leslie. I think he's getting away. Fastest lap so far by 4/10 on that split anyway. I'll never get that bend right, will I? Just degrees of awfulness. Just going to be the fastest lap? Yep. But the gap for me and Leslie is staying roughly the same. We're chipping away on it slightly. We're into 9th there. Didn't notice that. And my eyes on other things. 9th. So we're in the points. 2 more places which we could get in the pit stops. See, that pit stop strategy's really helped me. Overtaking was really awkward. And I come out in 15th and I've overtaken, well, no one really. There was one car that came out really slow from the pit lane, but I haven't had to overtake anyone. So this is the strategy that I tried to do in the last race, Brands Hatch. The last rounds, I should say. Didn't work. This time it is working, and I think I've got some of my self-respect back, but I can't talk. Mind you, that car's hanging on to me behind me. Who's that? Right, 9th. Are we going to get up to any other places? Nope. Maybe everyone's pit now. Hopefully there's some late pitters. Right, there's a car I can just see in front of me. Might have to overtake that on the track, and it looks it's Rickard Rydell, is it? Oh dear. He isn't going to be easy to overtake. Hopefully the display's wrong. Guy behind me's holding on really well. Yeah, I don't think a win's really on here. 7th place, please. I might have to start taking a few risks, and that's when it all gets a bit iffy. Just keep chipping away at Rydell.
The car ahead has already come in.
I didn't want to hear that. Mind you though, this must mean I'm in a pretty good place, because Rydell, he'd probably be on the podium. So if I'm here, this could be like in the top 4. You never know. Oh! 7th place. I think that was Morbidelli. He must have just come out the pits. Come on, let's just hang on. If I can hang on to Rydell here, he might drag me into the top 4. Or 3 even. Overtaking him. I'm not going to overtake him unless I'm absolutely 100% sure I'm going to get it done. So I don't fancy spinning off and dropping back down to 12th or something. We're going to have to play it clever. On earlier rounds I was a bit too aggressive instead of thinking of a long-term championship view. I'm an experienced driver now. Does it show? You said that before, I'm aware of that. He has already come in. 7/10 slower in the past lap. So 1.75 to Rydell. Not really dropping Morbidelli, which is a worry. We're into 6th place, so we're in the top 7. Well into the top 7. So this will gain us points on Reid in the championship, depending on where he comes. I mean, I think he's ahead of me on the track, isn't he? Did start in pole position. Probably end up winning. Well, hello. Can we get enough drive out of here? I think we're just slightly too far behind. Yeah, too far behind. He's already got up to top speed. He's going to be quick around this corner, I'd imagine. Yeah, a little bit. But I can't argue, that's our quickest lap so far by about a tenth. So on that check, just hold on to Rydell and let him drag you into the top points. I'm using him as a sort of like a trainer mechanism. It's only what's that, 200? 2 thousandths off. Come on, Rydell, make a mistake. We're into 4th place. See, I told you. I'd imagine everyone's pitted now. 4th place. Come on. Can we get 3rd? I mean, 4th. I think that'll put us in the lead of the championship, even if Reed wins. There's a car just went over the brow. Oh. Yeah. This is going to be tricky, this. Should I risk... Yeah. Should I risk trying to overtake Rydell or stay in 4th? My pit team would say hold on to 4th. Well, if I can get close, I'm going to have a go. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get close. He needs to make a mistake. I think I can see the 2 Nissans ahead as well. So we're gaining on both of them. Menu's behind me, my teammate. What's that, about 1.83 seconds was that? If it finishes like this, I'll be pleased. It'll be solid, although not spectacular, but I'll be leading the championship. Now if I can get close enough to Reed here, which I can't. Let's get good drive through here. Right, this is the best chance. I've got this in the next lap. Could it be? No, I'm quicker, but not spectacularly quicker. Look at, you can see both Nissans there in the lead. We're really catching those up. Well, I hope, yeah, I don't know who's in the lead. I hope Leslie's ahead of Reed. Side by side going into that corner. Hopefully they knock each other off. Are they side by side then going up the hill? I can just make them out in the distance each time. Yeah, Rydell's a second. I don't want to get a second. Oh, let's just take it easy and hope for calamities ahead. God, the top 4, we're really close together here. This is the closest race so far, I think. I say that, but I can't remember the rest of the races. Yeah, I think we're going to settle for 4th, so let's just concentrate on staying on the track. And then try and do our business in the next one. But 1st and 4th of each race, that'd be awesome. What's the bettings that Reed is in the lead? My pit crew's not telling me, but they never do in this game. Come on. Yeah, 4th place. It's going to be 4th. 4th. I'd buy that for $1. So I didn't get on the podium, but Rickard Rydell, he dragged us into the points. Yeah, Reed won, unfortunately.
Finished. All in all, a good race from the new Renault driver.
Yeah, I'll take that. 2.65 seconds behind. We spun at the start, didn't we? See, the pit strategy worked there. Hooray! Bit of luck, though. Nissan 1-2. Leslie. Why didn't you win, Leslie? You fool.
So, let's see who is battling it out
1
at the
point.
top of the table. So, opening up a small lead in the championship.
It is a small lead, isn't it, Tiff? 1 point. Couldn't get much smaller. That's the pole position he got. 1 point behind. Leslie, a little way back. Rydell and Menu. Yeah. So 1 point in it. This is getting quite exciting, this, isn't it? As we approach the halfway stage of the championship. Constructors, well, our Renault team is gradually catching up Nissan, which is the quickest car. Great stuff, so I hope you liked watching that one. That was rounds 9 and 10 from Oulton Park in the Toca 2 Blundering Championship. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe. Put your thoughts below. Until next time, take care and goodbye.
Goodbye.